Hi everyone, this is Miss Miharu. This is gonna be a short rant on variations and variation balance. I want to say I really like the ideas of variations. I think generally maybe they should just stick to 2 variations instead of 3 because some moves don't really seem fleshed out, some variations don't really seem fleshed out, like Collector's Variation 3, and most of all I think some variations lack identity. I will probably get back to that, but I will also like to point out like a problem with the balancing between variations. So here we have Terminator is a good example. Like Terminator has 4 base crushing blows. So his down 2 is a crushing blow, his short hop punch is a crushing blow, his forward 3-4 is a crushing blow, and his shotgun is a crushing blow. So down 2 works like everyone. Short hop has to punish a low attack, like a poke. Forward 3-4 has to hit only the second hit for a pop-up. And the shotgun, you have to whiff it twice or miss it, but that's whiffing. Oops. 1, 2, and now you get a crushing. That doesn't pop up. So he has decent crushing blows. It's not the best, they're not the worst. I would say down 2 is pretty useful. This one is not that useful. This is pretty good because there's a mix up there, and the shotgun is pretty good as well because that means from full screen they don't want to duck your shotgun, they actually want to block it, which makes it like decent to like have something from full screen, right? So variation 1 doesn't get any additional crushing blows. His infiltrated toss doesn't give anything, his cyber rift doesn't give anything, and his endo launch doesn't give anything. So he's stuck with these 4 crushing blows, right? Then you have Final Judgment, the variation I prefer. Then you lose the shotgun for the incapacitator, which is a good move. And you get the rolling iron grenade. None of these are crushing blows. So now you're stuck with down 2, short hop, and forward 3-4. Those are okay, but suddenly you don't really have any really good crushing blows. I mean, the shotgun isn't that good, but suddenly you don't have that many crushing blows. And then you go to Dark Fate. I will say right away, Dark Fate is the best variation without crushing blows because he makes the most sense. But if you only look at the crushing blows, he now has the 4 base ones. He has the shotgun back. He also gets the I'll Be Backbreaker and the Running Man crushing blow. The tackle is... Oops. Wasn't it? Oh, Amplify tackle. There we go. He has this crushing blow now, which is kind of hard to get from full screen, but there are combos where you can get it and you amplify your damage. Same with I'll Be Backbreaker. You have to load it up, but loading it up is not that hard. Considering also this is superior version of his command grab, since you can control which way you want it to go without spending a bar. So you can throw them forwards or backwards meterlessly, which you can in the other variations. So now you have 2 more crushing blows. So that means with his ones, which are 4, you get 6 crushing blows, and you get the 2 best ones, I'd say. Abby Backbreaker is 3rd round lifesavers, like getting that one into a combo that they can't break away is good. The Running Man, it can add a lot of damage to a combo. so it's pretty good as well. So not only this variation, but it gets, without a doubt, the best crushing blows. And if you compare it to version 2, again, good variation has only 3 crushing blows. Even if they version 2, Dark Fate, it would still be inferior, considering it has much less crushing blows and worse ones. I think that it's not the only problem with the variations, but there's a disparity in the crushing blows that they have. If you look at, for instance, Johnny Cage, I'd say Outtake is his best variation, but then you have Showstopper, which has the amazing Throwing Shades crushing blow, so that alone makes that variation viable. And Shockjog doesn't have good crushing blows, so he's just not used. And it's kind of weird how they aren't really balancing those things. I'm not sure exactly how to do it, but it's very obvious that really good base blows they are in many ways superior to others. But other than that, it's also very interesting how characters with good variation based crushing blows also tend to be better than the rest of their variations. This is not true for like every character, but it's very obvious in some cases that, as I said, even if Final Judgment was on par with Dark Fate, the sheer fact that Dark Fate has 3 useful crushing blows makes it far superior than Final Judgment. Anyways, that's just a short rant. It's something that's been bothering me since release, really, and it's not really getting any better. And I think that it's something that NRS should look into. If I were to balance the game, like from start, I'm not saying they should do this now, I would remove any variation-specific crushing blows and give every character the same amount of crushing blows. So maybe everyone gets it down 2, and then you have some different, like one from a string, someone can have from a short hop, from a special move, doesn't really matter, but the idea is that everyone should have like the same amount of base crushing blows, maybe 3-4 crushing blows per character, and those don't really change based on variation. Maybe some specific variations could have like an extra crushing blow or an extra effect to it, but not really the way it is now, where it changes wildly between variations. I think that makes it really hard to balance, and I think it makes for unnecessary like trouble when trying to balance. So yeah, that was maybe a bit longer of a rant than I first intended to, but those are my thoughts on the variation system and in regards to crushing blows. And as I said, I really like variations. I think they're super interesting. I just think they could be done a bit better for the next game, and I'm hoping maybe they'll learn a lot from MK11 and they do it better next time. Anyways, thanks for watching this rant, and I'll see you in the next video.